Hey everybody, welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon FireRed! Last time we defeated the gym leader slash criminal, Giovanni, and then we beat Blue along this route. Gary. Sorry, I forgot we called him Gary. And this time, make sure I got enough repels. I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah, 27, we're good. This time, we're going to be heading towards Victory Road, finally. If this guy would get out of our way. Mankey. So, yeah. I'm pretty excited. I don't know how long I'm going to do my recording session today. I don't know if I'm going to go for the... I don't know if I'm going to go for the league today or not. I guess it just depends on... Oh, that's the boulder badge. Go right ahead. You actually can go up to a certain extent. Like, you can get a decent chunk of the way through here if you decide to, like, come through here. Because there are a few wild Pokemon you can catch, like, throughout this little area. Mainly, there's, like, a little sea path at some point, and then there's, a little bit of patches of grass somewhere. Up ahead, nothing really crazy. I think you get, like, maybe Execute. Probably a few water Pokemon. Nothing crazy. Not really anything you need to do. Like, you need to look out for, but they're there. You can pass here only if you have the Soul Badge. Oh, that's the Soul Badge. Dude, how does that guy, like, stay in place all day? What happens when high tide comes? Does he just stay wet all day? That did not sound good. Is there anything right here? But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to go straight for the league today or if I'm going to do like its own recording session for that because I'm stupid. I meant to do the item finder because I don't know how it's going to look at the end of Victory Road. I need to kind of see what my levels are going to be like before I make any definitive choices here. Alright. Hopefully everything's alright. You can pass here only if you have the Marsh Badge. Oh, that's the Marsh Badge. Same thing with him. Right? Say, yeah, through here pretty much, if I'm correct. Really? Come on, dude. A little bit higher leveled, though. So, my plan for this episode is I'm going to do Victory Road all in one go because the dungeon could be... Ooh, an Ultra Ball. The dungeon can be kind of confusing for a first-timer. Hey, Ekans, what's up? And it's a little long. I think it's not exact... in the sake of it being a walkthrough, it's probably not a good idea to, like, do it in two separate parts. I think it would just be smarter just to get it in one. And truthfully, I just want to get through Victory Road. I'm making it sound like I don't like Victory Road in this game. I actually really do. Most of the time, I find Victory Road in Pokemon games to be really fun because it truly is a gauntlet to test you if you're even close to being ready for the league, and it's really fun. I think one of my favorites is the Emerald Victory Road just because it's just fun. I don't know. I love challenge, and the trainers in Victory Road are actually challenging. I say I love challenge, I mainly mean in Pokemon. I think of probably like something close to 6 episodes ago, we established that I only like challenge to a certain extent. But I like it in Pokemon because I'm good at Pokemon. Citrus Berry! Nice. Also, I don't know if I ever showed this. I'm still not 100% sure as far as what item I'll give to Mimian. I tried getting a magnet from Magnetons, but it didn't end up working out. Because if I could have done that, I would have gave Mimian the amulet coin and Raichu the magnet. But it doesn't seem like that's gonna happen. So, welcome to Victory Road. First of all, you're gonna have to do this first little room a minimum of 2 times. If you want to get 2 pretty damn good items through here. And what I'm going to recommend, well, not even recommend, to get through Victory Road, the only TM or HM you're going to need is Strength. That's it. Like, a lot of times the games get a little bit more intense by making you kind of have a decent chunk of things. But not this time. They only really make you do... They only really have you do strength for this one. We're gonna wait to fight her. I am gonna fight every trainer in here, though. I will say that much. Full restore! And trust me, both of these items are worth it. I'm gonna go for the one down here first. Rare candy. Cut down on our grinding. Is that a different, like, animation? Oh! So, yeah, here's the thing. I have a max repel on, so nothing under my level of, or above, or I guess under my level of 44 should be able to attack me. But I think the highest level Pokemon I've seen in Victory Road is, like, I want to say 48, being, like, Onix. And that's not a bad thing. I like it. Victory Road's actually a pretty decent place for training Pokemon, honestly. Again, if you don't want to train Pokemon with trainers in that one island spot that I showed a few episodes back on where I normally grind for experience. But if you want to just beat up wild Pokemon that are kind of squishy, not really too tough, this is a great place to do it. I just like to do it where I can get some cash too, because shit's expensive. Alright, who shouldn't get a... You know what, we'll stick gambling in front. I'm not going to be too picky with who's getting their levels first and stuff. Ooh, but gambling really is not exactly the best option to have through here. Yeah, that wasn't smart. Oh well. Onix sucks. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Ooh, that is a cool animation, though. So I guess one thing I thought about talking about while I was going through Victory Road, because, you know, we're just going to be in a dungeon crawling area, pretty much. I need something to talk about. So, basically, I want to kind of talk about some plans I have for the remainder of this project, because, like, as far as the main story goes, we're almost done. If you don't really want to see anything past the main story, I can't exactly fault you for that. I kind of get it. But at the same time, I definitely think if you enjoy this, you should stick around for the post-game. Just because it's pretty fun, honestly. If you're just looking for somebody to maybe give you a little guidance through it. I've only done the post-game in this game twice. A lot of times because I just would forget to catch Pokemon as I was going. Or I would just try to beat this game in under 24 hours, which I've done at least once. I definitely recommend sticking around. I think the post-game is going to be pretty fun. The only thing I'm drawing a blank on is I'm not exactly sure the format I'm going to go with yet. I don't know if I'm going to do, like, normal episode length stuff, or if I'm going to go with, like, maybe a couple of, like, really, really long episodes. I'm kind of leaning more towards just regular length episodes. Or maybe just, like, slightly longer rather than just one or two big post-game things. Because, like, realistically, I don't have, like, the time, like, to just sit and, like, record the post-game for, like, hours one day. You know, well, okay, I do have the time for it, but I'm working on another pretty big video on the side, too. Like, a video essay thing that I've been working on for, like... I started working on it not too long after I started this series, actually. So, I'm trying to, like, divvy up my time between this and that. And so far, I've gotten way more work done on this. Because I'm still in the getting... I had to get, like, footage of, like, 20-something games. And I still have a few left to get, so... Like, it's gonna take me a while to get that video done anyway. And then I'm gonna teach myself, Sony Vegas. Or, I think it's called Vegas Pro now, but... Dragon Claw, pretty good. Probably the best dragon move you got access to in the game besides Draco Meteor without losing special attack. We'll keep gambling in front here. But, yeah, I'm trying to kind of basically figure out what I want to do as far as formatting the, I guess you could just call them bonus episodes. I I know, I don't know, I guess it just depends on how much of the game that I play per session. Like let's say I record and end up finishing the game like this week or something. I might take a few days before I start the post game. I'm not exactly. See, I'm just kind of. I need to also like make sure. I want to kind of make sure I get the post game done efficiently, as far as the going through the Sevi Isles stuff. So I want to make sure I've looked everything up and I'm prepared ahead of time for, you know, the post game. I want to make sure I know what I'm doing before anything else. So. Okay. Yeah, I think Swords Dance seems to be doing the trick here. But I also want to kind of talk about what I've been kind of feeling Let's Play wise. I would love to do another one, but I'm also like, I want to do a few of my video essay ideas first. So I might not do another Let's Play for a while. And also, I don't think I would go straight to, like, the next game in this series. Like, which I would do Pokemon Crystal. Just because, for one thing, I don't have a 3DS capture card. So I really can only go up until I could do this game, Crystal, Emerald, and Fury Cutter, bug type move. Against my better judgment, I am going to see it only does 10 starting out, but it gets stronger every time you use it. I'm gonna get rid of Slash. I know it's probably stupid, even as much as I use it, but I don't know. I really have been liking Slash. You know what? We're gonna flip a coin. We're gonna flip a coin here. Tails, we keep Slash. Heads, we go ahead and get rid of, it. Flip coin. Let's see. Heads. Okay. We're gonna get rid of it. Which we can always reteach it if we really need to. And we have Aerial Ace. Sometimes I wish I had access to 5 moves. But also, like I mentioned way back, I have to have the 2 types represented because it helps with my compulsions. It's satisfying to me. But yeah, I think, do we really need a... Oh, we don't need a potion at all. I really think that the way... What items on gambling? The leftovers? Yep. Okay. I think that I would really like to do another Let's Play sometime soon. Or like maybe, let's say I make 2 or 3 video essays. Because I'm hoping the ones after what I'm working on now don't take as long. Because I'm not going to do any of the ones where I have to play like 20 different games for a while. Because that's why it took so long. But I would like to do another Let's Play again. Sometime. At least sometime this year. I would hope I could do another one sometime this year. But I can only go up till Pokemon XD Gale Darkness, like I was trying to say earlier. Because I can do this game, I can do Crystal, Emerald, and then Coliseum and XD Gale Darkness. And no, I would not skip those, because I actually think those games are really awesome. But here's the thing, I need to get my Crystal cartridge and my Emerald cartridge. I need to replace the batteries in them. Because for one thing, I can't even play my Crystal cartridge because, unfortunately, the battery just gave out at some point without me even really knowing, and I lost my original team on there. I know I've talked about this, like, I think I talked about it a really early on episode. Probably in the single digits. But it sucks because that was my first playthrough of Crystal, and honestly one of the most fun playthroughs of any Pokemon game I had, because I was so excited to be playing that And it was actually when I first got the Game Boy player that I've been using to record this. And that made me kind of sad because it was just such a nostalgic, like, time, you know. I was still probably like 17-ish, I want to say. So I think it might have been during COVID though. So I think I just had a lot more time to devote to it, and I played Crystal so much, and I loved it. It's still one of my favorite Pokemon games. Like, I know objectively it's not like one of the best, but every time I play Crystal, I have a damn good time. So, alright, Ivysaur. It's hard for me to admit this, but you're kind of pissing me off, dude. So, yeah, and I can play Emerald. When the battery dies in Emerald, at least, I don't know if it, like, stays working, but the battery needs to be changed. But the thing is, I can't do time-based events in Emerald, so I couldn't catch Registeel, Regirock, and Regice in a Let's Play, and I would love to do that because that's such a cryptic, like, way of catching those Pokemon, and it's so goofy and fun. Like, I love it. And also, I wouldn't be able to go into Shoal Cave either, because you have to wait until a certain time of day when the tide has gone down. Oh, I don't know if you saw that. I actually ended up teaching Onion's Frenzy Plant, and I ended up keeping Leech Seed. I know it probably would have been smarter to use, like, Sleep Powder and then Frenzy Plant, but then I realized Leech Seed's more accurate, and if I can do that, I have a way to recover HP that perhaps I lost waiting for a Frenzy Plant to recharge. And I just think since we already have Thunder Wave, there's no really need to keep Sleep Powder. So, yeah. But I think I think it would be a while before I did another Pokemon game, just because, realistically, until I get those batteries fixed, I can't really play another one. Which kind of sucks, but at the same time, I would like to maybe play a different type of game next time. Like, I might even play around with a face cam next time. I don't know. I thought about doing a face cam for the final episode of this, because I've had my face cam for a while. But now I'm thinking about it, with the screen being this, like, you know, everything kind of, I don't want to be blocking any of, like, the text or anything like that. I guess I could put myself up in the top right corner, but then you would have a hard time seeing the sprites. Maybe if I got rid of the border altogether, maybe that would somewhat help, but not too much. I just don't think there's much point in a face cam at this point. But for, like, another game, I could definitely see doing that. But like I said, I want to do more video essay stuff, and this has, like, slowed that down a little bit. It's fun. I love doing this, honestly. But I gotta think, as somebody who wants to make something of their YouTube channel, I gotta think about what is doing better for it. And so far, view-wise, everything I've made that is a video essay has done better than the Let's Play episodes. I guess because it might be an algorithm thing. Now, I know, especially at this point, you really don't need to think about what is good for the algorithm or anything like that. Which is the only reason which is pretty much the reason why I still do the Let's Play, because I want to do it. Like, but I would like some growth, mainly because I kind of just want, I like reading the comments, especially the nice ones that I get for these, and I like a community aspect of this, and that's kind of what I would like to see more of. Like, I'd like more of a community, I guess, which is weird to say. And I do want some success with the YouTube channel, because I've always wanted to do YouTube, you know? So I gotta think about what works, but at the same time, I gotta make what I want to make too. So, compromise being, you know, maybe take a break in between Let's Plays. But I still want to be able to, like, make content similar to this while I'm working on video essays. So I probably will do something I've been kind of wanting to get back into, is I'm probably, when I'm done with this, I'm probably going to start kind of focusing on my Twitch channel again, like live streaming. Because when I used to live stream all the time, I didn't get much progress with it. Like, I got to, like, I think I got to, like, 27 followers or something. And I have, like, 28 now, I think. Because I just got one randomly streaming, like, out of the blue at one point. And I quit live streaming for a long time because I could only stream on my Xbox pretty much, because I'd be chatting with my friends while doing it. And being limited to just doing the Xbox really kind of took the fun out of it, because I would stream for... I definitely didn't know what I was doing, because I would stream for like 9-something hours a day. And it was like I was always on, you know? And that just got really not fun really fast. Not fast. It took a while before it wasn't fun, actually. And I noticed that one time I had just, like, offhandedly, like, picked up a stream when me and my friends were playing again. We had a lot of fun that time, and then I even got a follower from it. I'm like, oh, what works is having fun. And Sandstorm hits everything that's not a rock, ground, or steel type, and some Pokemon can even be enhanced with abilities and or typing because of it. But you know, the thing was, I've really noticed that stuff seems to do better when you actually have fun with it. And even this series, I can't say that I haven't gotten growth from it. I've gotten a few subs from it. I'm assuming from it, because I don't know. I guess I've gotten a few subs while doing it. I can't prove if it's from this or not, but I would assume. But I honestly have just had a lot of fun doing it, because I've always wanted to do Let's Play stuff too. But it's, sadly, Let's Play is not as much of a, it's not as much of a, like, a platform growing thing anymore, unless you've just been doing it for a long time and you're just one of the Mount Everest guys, you know? And, or not Mount Everest, I was thinking Mount Rushmore of Let's Plays. And I'd like to be like that someday, but if I don't ever get there, I'll still do it because I find it fun. And I've noticed that, and also I think the biggest thing that was going for me with this is I wanted to post more often. I wanted to make more content more often, because I truly find this really fun. With me having, like, ever since I got out of, I graduated college, stuff has kind of just felt kind of out of my control a little bit, because I didn't like what I went for in my major, so I didn't pursue it. And I just kind of had I've been doing mainly, the closest thing I can really say is my job. It is technically my job right now, and while I'm still looking for another one. But I have been a dog sitter, like, and I don't make a lot from it, but I make enough to kind of at least sustain myself for now. And then I realized I need to get like more money. So I really tried to make a dog sitting business work, and it just, sadly, it didn't really pan out. And then I slowly kind of, I didn't like that I was never home. So, and a lot of it is like, I don't get paid for the amount of time. I don't get paid enough to, like, justify how much time I'm not at my own house. And I need to be at my house to, you know, work on YouTube stuff. So I was like, yeah, we're going to try to find the dog sitting thing didn't work. We're going to try to find another job. And I still do dog sit. It's just, I would consider it I don't know if I'd say failed or failing business. I don't really know what you would really classify it as. It's like I'll be busy doing it for a good little bit, and then it'll be just nothing for a few weeks, and then that's just not sustainable forever. I'm 22, so I'm kind of at that stage where I'm allowed to fuck up a little bit. At least according to some of the people in my life, they're like, "You're young, get the stupid out of you quick, or get all the stupid ideas out while you're young, and then maybe like when you're after a few years, then maybe just be like, all right, well, something's not working." Like, I'm kind of like I feel like I'm in a very transitional period of my life right now, where I'm just trying to see what sticks. But one thing that has always remained consistent is that I want to be like a part of something that is uniquely mine, whether it be YouTube, or I've always wanted to do voice acting at some point as well. I know my shitty Blue Yeti mic probably doesn't make me sound like very good for voice acting, but at some point I'd like to pursue it. And I know that boat should be fine through here. I know that I think that for now YouTube is just kind of the way to go, because I need to get afraid of or less afraid of coming out of my shell a little bit. And the biggest thing about this project was I wanted to get more comfortable talking on camera. And I think right now I kind of have the benefit of there's not a whole lot of people watching, so I kind of feel like I can just talk to myself and kind of laugh at myself a little bit, because there's sometimes like I'll be listening back to recordings and I'll forget I said something, and I find it amusing, and I'll get a little chuckle. In the Zapdos episode, that was my favorite episode like so far, at least in terms of the editing process. But it's nice because this is also just it's something that I've been able to do to kind of give myself an outlet, with things being kind of almost feeling a little out of my control, like I was saying, because it's like, I don't know how it's so easy for a lot of people, but in my experience, it's been pretty damn hard to get a job. Like, I will apply for tons of places, and I either don't hear back from them or at all, or I'll hear back from them like the same day, and usually the answer is no. And it's so frustrating. So having like a series like this that I can commit a lot of time to pretty regularly kind of helps me with structure a little bit. And that's what I really like about it, is that probably need to save now I'm thinking about it. Is that I really enjoy this. Like, it kind of makes me feel like I have it makes me feel like I have something going on when, we can't do this yet. It's just something that has really been almost therapeutic for me, if I'm being honest. Maybe it's a little cheesy, but it has. It's been something that has really kind of helped me kind of keep my sanity a little bit while dealing with a lot of frustrating stuff, I love doing it. Like I said, it's just a lot of, oh shit, that's gonna hurt. It's just a lot of fun for me. Probably because I'm playing a one of my, I guess you could call it a comfort game. But yeah, a lot of this project came down to I want to get more comfortable talking on camera. And I don't even know if you can really say comfortable talking on camera when I don't have a camera set up, but you get what I mean. I really enjoyed this, and I want to do more stuff like this. So my plan is, like I said, my plan is to kind of focus on Twitch a little bit after all this. And hopefully, now that I have the capture card that I use to record this and all my other stuff, I can actually I can actually play stuff that I actually want to play on Twitch rather than what I'm limited to on my Xbox. Because there was some stuff I could play on my Xbox that was fun for me, like I could play Resident Evil, you know, and that was always fun, but I could only replay through Resident Evil so many times without kind of starting to lose it. But now I have so much more options now, and I can play fun stuff. Like, I can play Nintendo stuff now. And honestly, since I've been doing this, I've been on a Pokemon kick lately. So I'm more than likely will actually probably continue to play Pokemon stuff on Twitch. Oh, come on. Don't do that. I don't know, maybe like a Nuzlocke or something. Or... My brother and I have been talking about Legends Arceus a lot lately. Just because of... with Legends Z, I've been kind of like telling him, like, dude, I think this is going to be good. And he was never like a huge fan of Legends Arceus, where I was like, it's a little flawed, but I kind of love it anyway. He was kind of part of the camp of he didn't really like it. Damn, I know that was 4 times effective, but shit, I did pretty good. I'm gonna heal up because I don't want to waste. I don't want to waste that sword's hands. And you know, when we've been talking about it, he just finished Tears of the Kingdom recently, and he was trying to figure out what he's gonna play next. And he's like, I might try Legends Arceus again. And he said, because us talking about it has wanted me to give it another shot. And I guess I kind of want to play it again too, since Legends ZA is gonna come out, I'm hoping this year. And I really want to keep playing Pokemon because I've just been in a mood for it lately. I know one thing that is going to consume my life for a few weeks. So much so that I went ahead and just did a bunch of job applications, like... Well, not a bunch, a few. I try to only do like a few... I try to do like a few at a time. Maybe I should have kept gambling out. Oh well. I try to only do a few at a time and then wait like a week or two just to see if I hear back from any of them. And also I gotta find one that like I actually think is like one I want to do. I'm getting a lot less picky, but at the same time, I do like to see like a place that, for one, I know where it's at, and two, seems kind of like something I wouldn't mind doing. Cause like you don't have to enjoy your job, but I feel like you need to tolerate it. But because like I remember when I first graduated high school, for like a summer, me and my friends, we worked at a factory. I definitely didn't enjoy it, but I tolerated it. But you know. Oh, this reminds me. My meme being out reminds me of something. I kept saying that we missed out on Baton Pass. That's not true. This whole time we have not missed out on it. We're actually about to learn it soon. And yes, I am going to teach it to him. But yeah, but like I said, I went ahead and filled out my applications for the next few weeks because Xenoblade Chronicles X, at the time of recording this, which it's March 10th. Is it March? January, February, March. Yeah, March. March 10th. After this, next week, pretty much, Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition comes out. And Xenoblade is my favorite series ever. It's my favorite piece of fiction ever. I don't know if I've really mentioned it a lot on YouTube, but my friends probably wish I would shut the fuck up about it. But I never got to play X. For one thing, my Wii U is sadly bricked. So I can't play it anymore. My brother has it. He has his Wii U still working as far as I know. And he has a copy of the game that I saw at GameStop one day and I pointed it out to him. He's like, really? And then he went and picked it up that day. And I was like, I'm hoping they'll port it soon. And I woke up one morning and they finally announced that they ported it, or they were going to port it. And I'm just like, yes! and they're adding content to it as well, and I'm so excited to play that game, like beyond excited. So I'm pretty much trying to go ahead and tie up any loose ends as far as I wanted to get a few of my Pokemon episodes kind of like recorded ahead of time, and then just kind of get and have my job applications and stuff filled out, because my intention is to not really have much else going on when that game comes out, and because I know where my obsession is gonna take me with that, you know. Marowak. See, the thing is, you can get some pretty high leveled stuff around here, but they might have, like, the wild Pokemon here might have, like, skipped out on some of their moves, so it might not even be worth it. I might just give one of these Pokemon a rare candy real quick, just so I don't have to run into as many wild ones. Overheats! Cool. I think I came up with a strategy for Overheat for Blaziken when eventually I do get to Pokemon Emerald. That's one thing, though. I mainly want to keep going with this because I can play I want to play Pokemon Emerald again, because truthfully, that is also one of my favorite Pokemon games. I got Emerald kind of around the time I got Crystal and Emerald, like, believe it or not, because, you know, usually Pokemon games, you have to deal with them being god-awful expensive. I got this game, I got Leaf Green from a pawn shop, or a secondhand store, before they shut down. They shut down way after, but just coincidence. And I got FireRed from, I ordered it off Amazon like 6 years ago. And it's a legit cartridge as far as I know. It crashes like one. But also I checked to make sure it was legit, because I didn't get one of the reproduction cartridges. Those actually look pretty nice if you actually look at them. I think I shouldn't have pushed this over here yet. There's no point to that, but because we need to go down here. Those look pretty nice. Right here is where Moltres would have been in red, blue, and yellow. Get a shitty item in exchange for him not being here. I didn't want to skip this guy. But yeah, there's, and I got Emerald from, I don't remember if I got Emerald off of eBay, or I think I got it off Amazon as well. And it was right before they started becoming like god-awful expensive, and also, you know, pretty much the only ones you could find are reproduction cards. It was around that time too. Ooh, Lapras. He's got one too. It was around that time that I was still actually able to order GameCube games off of Amazon and them only be like 40 to 50 bucks, whereas now I even look up one. Like any GameCube game, it's more than likely going to be like 100 bucks minimum, and no. It was right, you know, around that time. And yeah, we're gonna switch out here. Let's go with Prolapse so we can get some Amulet coin money, because we have been using a little bit of meds. I'd like to replenish them. But yeah, basically, I got those from that. And when I got Emerald, I got Crystal off of GameStop, like GameStop.com. And I'm pretty confident that all of these cartridges are like the real deal. Like, for one thing, the battery died on them, and also there's like a little scratch on my Emerald cartridge, like on the sticker. So it's like, you can tell somebody this was used. Like, and I would rather have that than a halfway decent used game than like a, you know, a reproduction cart. Nothing's wrong with a reproduction cart when they work. I have had a bad experience with a reproduction cart before for Conker's Bad Fur Day. I got a bootleg cartridge. I didn't, because I ordered it off Amazon. This was like probably after that, and it worked for the most part. Even when I found out it was a bootleg, I was like, oh shit. Well, as long as I can play it, I don't care. I can only play it up to a certain point without the game crashing now. And I was like almost done with it too. I was at the, I think the chapter is called War. Like, and I actually needed footage of Conker's Bad Fur Day for a video I'm working on. The video I'm working on now. And I was like, okay, well, I'll try to get footage of the game crashing, and I'm going to show the bootleg cartridge. And this stuff might all make sense if you actually watch that video. But, like, basically, I was like, I need to get a bunch of footage of Conker's Bad Fur Day. And I was like, but I don't want to start the whole game over and then still not be able to finish it. So I bought the rare replay that's, like, for the Xbox One. That way, this time when I get the footage of it, I can actually, you know, finish the game. Like, I'm going to get the footage I need. And then after I get all the footage I need from it, I'm just going to keep playing it. Because I actually wanted to finish it. Because I kind of love the game. And it might even control that? Wait, what? Hold on. Am I tripping? Did I not push the... I hate you. Oy. Yeah, we might have to toss on a rare candy on somebody at some point. Just to get him out of here. 41 minutes. Yikes. Ugh. We're almost done, if that's any consolation for anybody that's gonna stick around this long. I didn't push the boulder. I'm just stupid, I guess. Do I have anybody that's like level 47? Nope. Let's see. Who here is not close to leveling up? Snorlax? Perfect. Put you in front. And we're going to go ahead and use one of these rare candies just to slow some guys down from trying to attack us. Watch a level 48 show up immediately. I hope not. I guess I used strength and just didn't do anything. But, you know. I know these longer episodes probably aren't like great for retention or anything like that, but I kind of like, personally, I like longer videos myself. That's something that I'm a little curious about. Do you like longer or shorter stuff? Because this isn't even me like trying to like figure out like what's going to work optimally. Like, no, I'm genuinely curious. I wonder if I'm kind of... That boulder is like back. What the hell? Huh. That's suspicious. Trainers live to seek stronger opponent. Yeah, sure, whatever. But you know, I kind of am curious. Do you like longer form stuff or shorter form stuff better? Because I've noticed that I tend to like things that are longer. I guess because when I'm playing a game or something, I like to, and I'm not like doing anything like story wise, and like I'm just kind of exploring, doing whatever. I tend to like a longer video playing in the background, or just like something that's like at least 30 minutes. That way I don't have to pick a new video out for a while I'm... Like, let's say I'm playing something like this, and I'm like grinding for experience. I like to have something playing in the background. But I like longer form content in general, I think. And, you know, I assume, I guess because I enjoyed it, I assumed that most people did. And I don't think that's the case. Maybe not? Alright. So we are going to teach Baton Pass to Mami, and I know we don't have a lot of buffing moves, but... And I have not used Reflect any. So, Substitute. User creates a decoy using 1/4 of its full HP. So, here's something I learned. That if you use Baton Pass with a Substitute, you can just have the Substitute stay in place for, you know, whatever you switch to. So, yeah, that's what we're going to go for. It's a fun strategy. I've used it before. Whether or not we really used it a lot in this that will remain to be seen, but, you know. But in general, I think it was because, like, my first video ever, which is god-awful, don't watch it unless you're just trying to be generous, is, like, 50-something minutes long. And I assumed that, like, oh, I like long-form content, so maybe other people do. Whereas I talked to my friends about it, and they were kind of like, yeah, we had to, some of my friends, they were like, we have to watch it, and kind of, they were basically saying they couldn't watch it all in one go. And granted, my friends are a lot, you know, most of them are a lot more busy than me, so I get that. And also, I'm also kind of guilty of, like, a longer video, I can't finish it in one sitting because maybe I gotta go do something, like run some errands real quick or something like that. And then, you know, obviously, that's, like, will maybe kind of put a wrench in whatever video I'm watching. But at the same time, I assumed that, like, a longer video, that people were kind of into that. But I was, ooh, Chansey is going to give us the most experience ever. And it's probably not going to attack either unless you use Seismic Toss. Yeah, Chansey and Blissey give off the most experience of any Pokemon in these games, pretty much. They also have a god-awful amount of HP, that's why it's taken so long. But Scyther is definitely going to level up from that. That doesn't feel like that much. Weird. Huh. But yeah, I guess I assumed that I like long-form content, so maybe other people do. And that first video, I think I got like 200 views on it at the time of recording this. Which, part of me is kind of relieved because I fucking hate that video now. Like, I know a lot of people apparently don't like their first video, but I really don't like my first video. It was fun to make. I can't say that it wasn't fun other than, like, I had to record the second half of it again because I lost, like, the footage got corrupted or something like that. It was fun to make, and, like, I did, like, a little bit of research too, even though I mostly knew most of what I was going to talk about off the dome. It was fun, and it was something I'm like, I wanted to talk about, because I talked about physical versus digital gaming and stuff like that. And maybe at some point, maybe when I get more of a, like, refined talent for making videos, maybe I could try it again, and maybe do, like, maybe something that's only, like, 20 minutes and a little bit more entertaining and probably more informative. Because some of my information in that video didn't, like... Some of it wasn't, like, the most accurate, I don't think. I think some stuff I actually kind of got wrong. But, not wrong, but when I did get one thing wrong. But, in general, I was like, man, maybe this will do long, because I know people like long videos. And I was like, maybe it's just, like, maybe not everybody, but maybe it's just me. And I don't think that it's not, people don't like long videos, it's that I haven't earned people's attention yet. And I think after I realized that, I'm like, that's why it's like that. Like, my videos are like 20-something minutes. People will, you know, watch those because it's not as much of a time commitment from somebody that they have not formed a parasocial internet relationship yet. Whereas, like, I can watch a video from, like, King K or Liam Triforce that's like 2 hours long and just be like, they have my full attention pretty much, you know. And I'm like, I'm not that level yet. I'm pretty small and have not earned people's trust that they can get a fulfilling experience from watching a video yet, especially not that first one. My other video essays I've made, I actually really like them. And one of them's not even like a video essay really, it's just like the second video I ever made was talking about, like, game inserts and stuff, like manuals that were, like, in games and stuff. And that video I made like in a week. And I had a lot of fun making it. Like, and I was like, man, I think the stuff where I'm just having fun seems to do pretty good. And yeah, I noticed that the videos that I had more fun with and had, like I was more proud of, those have done better. Like that inserts and manuals is like second most viewed video on my channel. And I was like, I just need to start making stuff that I like. I'm just gonna keep onions out, it's no big deal. I'm just gonna keep making stuff that I like and that I'm proud of. And yeah. Play world here. You know, maybe it would be smarter to actually cut this video into a two-parter. Maybe kind of like do part 1 and part 2 kind of a thing. Because, like, I would hate for, I think what I've been talking about here is actually kind of fun stuff to maybe think about. I would hate for nobody to actually, like, listen to it, because I feel like I had more to say today than normal. Maybe that's also just me yanking my own chain, but I don't know. I feel like usually I can kind of get into nonsense like nonsense kind of talk, but this time I feel like I had something of value to say. Maybe just because I don't know if I'm really being more vulnerable or not. It's not even really, I don't think it's like that. It's just, I feel like I had maybe interesting topic to talk about, which maybe it's not interesting to you, but I found it interesting to talk about. It's something that I would find interesting to talk about. Just because when I think of things I find interesting to hear about in a video, I kind of like hearing personal stories about, like, people's experiences with the game or their creative process or anything like that. I find stuff like that fun. I guess it's like I love hearing about stuff relating to the human condition almost. So maybe I don't know until I do this in post, but Victory Road definitely took longer than I thought it would, because we're almost done, but we're also almost at like an hour, so maybe just in the sake of getting people to actually listen to what I had to say for this one, because I felt like I actually had something valuable today, I might put this episode into 2 parts. Not 100% sure on that yet, but probably. I'm kind of feeling that. Alright, let's go this way. But yeah, we're almost done now. All we gotta do, these two, you can't really get them from here. Just hop down here. Then push this boulder here. Because I don't think I've had an episode go to an hour yet. Maybe a recording session, but not an episode. I think there was one that was like close to 50 minutes before, but I'm trying not to do that, but so much. But like I said, I don't want to. At the beginning of this recording session, I was like, I don't want people to not know how to get through the rest of Victory Road until another episode. But the more I'm thinking about it, if I just do part 1 and part 2, like maybe I make a video that's like Victory Road part 1, Victory Road part 2, maybe that would be the better course of action. I was about to ask, what do you think? But then I remembered, dumbass, the video has to be uploaded for people to comment on it. So, I don't know, I'll contemplate that. Maybe I'll do a longer episode, but I'm probably leaning more towards let's just cut it in half, maybe. I don't know. I won't even be able to really edit this one for a few days after recording it, because I still have to upload, or like edit and upload 2 episodes from my last recording session. So I'm not even like ready for this one to like enter post-production, you know? Whatever, just do Leech Seed. I actually thought Lapras was gonna go first. I didn't want to waste time, but uh-oh. That actually might kill Lapras. Oh boy. Oh! Good job, Boat. attack and defense are going to fall from that. Yep. Thank you. Alright, the red beeping has got to go away soon. Oh, but... Yep. They gave a lot of money. I should have put the amulet coin on. Alright, here we are. You should be proud of yourself, having battled your way through Victory Road so courageously. In recognition of your feat, I'll teach you Double Edge. Would you like me to teach that technique? I think a few people can learn it, I know. I know Venusaur can, Mimian can, that's actually everybody can learn it? I'm not even, like, completely opposed to that. Like, maybe I would teach Snorlax that, but I don't know, it's kind of risky, does a lot of recoil. I'll keep it there in case I change my mind. Double Edge isn't a bad move, I'm just not a fan of recoil moves anymore. So, here we are at Route 23, there are no Pokemon to catch here, don't worry. There's a berry right there. Lumberry, very good. Very good. I'm sorry. Let's see if there's... I know there's some items through here, I'm pretty sure. Shit, we went over this long. Not over, but... Where are you? Aha! There we go. It's definitely worth it. I don't know. Who the hell put this up? Honestly. What is this pathway supposed to be? Is it like a theme park kind of thing? You're like a little gate thing? But no, either way, it's stupid. So here we are at the Indigo Plateau. And you get nice little fancy Pokemon Center here. Yo, champ in the making! At the Pokemon League, you'll face the Elite Four all in a row. If you lose, you have to start all over again. This is it. Go for it. Yeah, pretty much. He explained it better than I could, probably, without stuttering. So, yeah. We have finally made it to... not Victory Road. We were in Victory Road. We have finally made it to the Indigo Plateau, where we will face the Elite Four. Also, maybe I should show this off before quitting here. Pretty decent little Pokemart right here. You can get pretty much any late game healing item that you want. And I'm not selling my repels because I'm gonna need those for post game. So I gotta do a little bit off screen training because I definitely I definitely recommend you be level 40, you could probably do it at like 45. The lowest I've ever beaten the Elite Four was like 45, I think. I'm going to go ahead and get all my Pokemon to level 50. I know that I don't have to, and given my track record with this game, I probably could do it without. But I'd like to be level 50 going into the Elite Four, and then already level 50, like maybe around 52, getting into the post game, because the post game is gonna get harder too. So yeah, I'm gonna level up these guys off screen. Luckily we have some rare candies, so that is gonna kind of speed up the grinding process a little bit more, because I was smart and saved most of them. But yeah, next time on Pokemon FireRed, we will challenge the Elite Four. See you guys then.